Hello everyone, I am Amanta Ensidayan, and I am going to talk about gender-based violence, power, use of force, violence, and informed consent. Gender-based violence refers to harmful acts directed at an individual based on their gender. It is rooted in gender inequality, the abuse of power and harmful norms. Gender-based violence, or GBV, is a serious violation of human rights and a life-threatening health and protection issue. So what is power? The most common definition comes from Max Weber, who defined it as the ability to control others, events, or resources to make happen what one wants to happen in spite of obstacles, resistance, or opposition. Power is a thing that is held, coveted, seized, taken away, lost, or stolen, and it is used in what are essentially competitive relationships involving conflict between those with power and those without. So perpetrators can have real and perceived power. Below are some examples of different types of power and powerful people, which are social, economic, political, physical, gender-based, and age-related. Next is force. Force is any physical effort used to control, restrain, or overcome the resistance of another. Force might be physical, emotional, social, or economic in nature. So force also includes intimidation or pananakot, threat or pagbabanta, persecution or pag-uusig, then other forms of psychological and social pressure. Next slide is we have violence. Violence is a behavior involving physical force intended to hurt, damage, or kill someone or something. It also consists of the use of other means of coercion, means namugos or namimilit, such as threat, inducement, or promise of a benefit to obtain something from a weaker or more vulnerable person. Next is informed consent. Consent requires knowing, voluntary, and clear permission by word or action to engage in mutually agreed upon any activity. Each party has the responsibility to make certain that the other has consented before engaging in the activity. For consent to be valid, there must be at the time of the act of actual words or conduct indicating freely given agreement to any kind of activity. Lastly is we have cycle of violence. The term cycle of violence refers to repeated and dangerous acts of violence as a cyclical pattern associated with high emotions and doctrines of retribution or revenge. The pattern, or cycle, repeats and can happen many times during a relationship. It also starts with a minor incidents and moves on to more serious level of violence. So that's all for my lesson, and thank you for listening.